I've just managed to get out on the golf course at the moment to try and stop Andy in his tracks and find out what's going on the golf course at the moment. A little bit of a sore subject over recent years about doing some work on the course at this time of the year, but let's get the expert view, Andy. So what's going on at the moment?
Well, we started holocoring the greens on Monday. The idea behind that is that we're going to take out the top sort of 3.5 inches of the green, which generally contains a lot of thatch, you know, sponginess. Removing that, we can get sand in, let oxygen in, water in. It's like your back garden at home, you know. It needs aerating, and that's what we're trying to do. We've had a bit of a problem with the machine that we were using. As you can see, on Monday we microtined the 1st and the 10th, and it was ripping up the green, making a few ball patches. So we've had to swap that with some bigger tines, which worked really well yesterday, but not this morning. So it's been a little bit temperamental. I think it's just mainly down to the rain. I mean, it poured down last night, and I think it's just something to do with how wet the greens actually are underneath, because the stuff we're ripping out is quite wet. So that's been cancelled for the time being, and we're going across with this machine, which is just solid tining them. So we're not actually taking out any matter on the last 8 greens, so that's generally this corner of the
front half, the back 9.
Yeah.
You know, I remember somebody telling me once, greenkeeper back years and years ago, that you've got to treat this as though it's a human being. You need food, you need oxygen, and you need water, and that's the reason for doing it.
Exactly, that's why we do it. We're not doing it to be a pain, but this is generally the best time of the year to do it. It's in the best condition it's been throughout the year. August, that means it will recover better. It will have a quicker repair time. We're doing everything we can to make that process quicker. As you've probably seen out on the course, Andy, we've got the new sweep and fill brush, which is brushing all sand into these holes, so that hole's going to get fuller and fuller and fuller. There's not going to be any bumpiness, well, I hope. And then we're going to water them at night and roll them in the mornings. So this hole that has been made by the Air Corps is going to get smaller and smaller.
Is that not, you know, with the condition that you've got the greens in at the moment this year, which I must say has been fantastic, and I'm not just saying that because you stood here, is that not a little bit frustrating from a greenkeeping point of view that you now go and dig it up?
Yeah, it is, to be honest. I would love to do this later on in the year. I'd love to do it in sort of September, end of September, October, but you know, I just think now's the right time of year to do it. We don't really want a repeat of last year.
Well, I was going to say, after last year's scenario and what everybody knows what happened, so it's got to be the right time.
Yeah, and I think now that we've got this new sweep and fill brush, you know, the healing process is going to be a lot quicker and a lot less disruptive. So just bear with us for 2 weeks, and I think the greens will be back to normal. And hopefully we'll see the season go on further. Right,
superb. I won't keep any longer because obviously you're busy. I'm now going to shoot over and video Reese actually brushing in the sand as Andy's just been talking about.